Hello, everyone. It's Jeanette and Caitlin from Chronicles of a Book Nerd. If you don't know Caitlin, she reads suspense like I do, and she reads a bunch of others as well. Caitlin, you want to talk about your current obsession and then everything else you read?
Okay, sure. So, my current obsession is Seeking Persephone by Sarah M. Eden. I'm even wearing a t-shirt that has a quote from one of the characters who I love. Yeah, that is something I have been obsessed with since the end of February and has taken over my life, consumed my life, and I am not mad about it in the slightest, but it has affected my reading greatly. Every book I have read since February to this point has been a Sarah M. Eden book in connection to this series in one way or another. And yeah, I'm currently like 24 books behind on my reading goal, which is unusual. But yeah, I have a good reason for it, I guess. So,
Yep.
so yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to break you out of that author because we are reading
Yes.
When the Smoke Clears by Lynette Easton, and we're starting this tonight. We're buddy reading it. Oh, my
sure
bookmark
are.
Okay, so we're here tonight to kick off the Keep Me in Suspense Readathon that's happening for the month of August. This was initially created by Caitlin to celebrate her birthday month. Her birthday is tomorrow, so be sure to wish her happy birthday. And then she was kind enough to invite myself and another person to co-host with her that first year, and then I've joined her for this is the third year we're doing it. Okay, let's hit some of the comments. We've got Dina. Hello, I'm reading Homicide in Hardcover by Kate Carlisle. I'm not familiar with that author, but it sounds like a mystery.
Yeah, it does. Sounds very good.
And Grandma Susan is here. Hello, how was your weekend? Mine was the best I've had in a long time. Well, that's great. We'll continue to enjoy my books tonight, making great progress onto them too. So my weekend wasn't bad. A little stressful with family stuff, but then yesterday we went to a sunflower farm with some friends, so that kind of broke up the stress of family stuff. And Caitlin, how was your weekend?
My weekend was good. It was, again, kind of stressful, quiet. Didn't really do a whole lot, but yeah, it was good.
Good. And Sandy, hello. I'm reading Bewitched by Hannah Reid, which is a mystery, and will finish a series for me as well. Good.
Nice.
I love finishing series. And Morgan, hello. I'm reading Point of Danger by Irene Hannon. I really enjoyed that one. I really like Irene Hannon's suspense. So. And Sierra, hello. Tonight I'm starting Spectres in the Glass House by Jamie Jo Wright.
Fun.
Julia, I think. I'm pretty sure. Hello, everyone. Not a suspense book, but I'm finishing up Theo of Golden. I have a whole stack of possibilities for the readathon and 2 holds at the library. So excited.
Yay.
I have the most books out of the library than I've ever had at once. I mean, that's 3, but I've never had more than 2. They just all came in at once.
Yeah. Yep.
And Bethany, hello. And Mary Beth, I'll be reading Part of Your World by Karen Whittemire, and for suspense, I'll be writing Blind Trusts by Natalie Walters.
Ooh.
Natalie Walters is still an author I need to read.
Oh, yes, you do. You are gonna love her.
And Hannah, hello. I'm here with my sister. Well, hello to Hannah's sister. She's reading Seeking Persephone, and I am reading a book called The Rancher's Reunion by Tina Radcliffe.
Nice.
And Tanya is here. Hello. I'll be reading chapters 9 and 10 in Point of Danger by Irene Hannon, and also reading Heart of Integrity by Edwina Kieran? Kiernan? I don't know.
No, I think you got it right.
And Grandma Susan says, happy birthday, Caitlin. How will you celebrate?
I don't honestly know. I don't really have any plans. I'm probably just gonna take the day as it comes and try to fit in fun where I can.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
I don't. I don't have to work tomorrow. I actually, my few months ago, my boss stepped down, and so I have a new boss now, and so I actually don't work on Saturdays normally. Occasionally I have to fill in on Saturdays, but I actually get Saturdays off now because that's one of the only days that she can work. So
Okay.
yeah, I get
Nice.
Saturdays off, and we're not open Mondays, so yeah,
Oh, well,
good for
that's
me.
nice. And Hannah says, happy birthday, Caitlin.
You're so sweet.
And Paula, I'm pretty sure. Does the first Rock Harbor book have a capital title? I also have some Jamie Jo Wright ones, trying to decide for the August prompt. What is the first Rock Harbor book? I've never read that series.
I read one of the middle grade ones that she wrote that was set in the same town, but I haven't read any of the originals.
She wrote middle grade?
There was one.
That.
I don't know if it was a series or if it was just the one book. I think there was more than one, but it was set in the same town. That's the only one that
I'm gonna look it up. Okay, so book 1 is Without a Trace, and yes, it does have capital letters. Pretty much what I found on my shelf, all suspense has capital letters.
I was gonna say most of them.
If you can find a suspense that doesn't have capital letters, I want to know about it. And Hannah, Caitlin, my whole family is obsessed with Seeking Persephone now. My husband has watched it 3 times.
Yay! Mission accomplished.
And Susan says, so many great books.
Yeah.
And Berlin, hello everyone. I'm trying a new author for the Under 250 challenge. It's Sorority Cold Case by Jacqueline Thomas, a love-inspired suspense. And happy birthday, Caitlin.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Have you ever read that author?
I haven't. I think I vaguely heard the name, but
yeah. Okay. I'm not even familiar. And Susan says, sounds like a great birthday.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Yes. Having a relaxing day is always nice. And Annie, hi y'all. I'm reading Nancy Drew, Mystery of the Brass Bound Trunk, and A Girl Called Samson by Amy Herman. Thanks. And Dina says, happy birthday to Caitlin.
Thank you.
And Annie says, happy birthday to Caitlin.
Thank you so much.
And Julia says, happy early birthday.
Thank you.
And Tanya says, Caitlin, my husband enjoyed Seeking Persephone when we watched it on the Roku app. He was surprised at how well it was written. Enjoying your posts on Instagram about Seeking Persephone.
Thank you so much. I recognize your username. I appreciate your comments and likes. I so appreciate that. And yeah, I agree. It's very well written, and it's literally the most faithful adaptation that I have ever seen in my life. So yeah, I'm very proud of it. I actually, if anyone didn't know, I was actually a Kickstarter backer for that. So my name actually appears in the end credits. Fun fact. Which is very cool.
And Paula says, yay, law enforcement and capitalism.
Yay.
2 in 1. That works perfectly. So as I mentioned earlier, Caitlin and I are starting When the Smoke Clears. So that's what we're going to do.
I have the old cover still.
Oh, yeah, I have the newer cover.
About pet peeves. It annoys me so much that they changed the colors of books 2 and 3 when they recovered them. Book 2 in the original, book 2 is green and book 3 was blue, and now they've swapped.
Oh, and now it's the opposite way.
And it drives me crazy.
I hate that they change book covers.
Yeah.
That just drives me insane. But I'm like,
why did you change the color scheme?
That is so weird that they wouldn't keep the same.
It throws me off every time. Because I'm like, yeah, it's supposed to be green, not blue.
I do like that, like Irene Hannon is republishing some of her books, and she puts like an encore edition so that you know it's a different version. Like I love that. I wish more authors did that.
Yeah, that's so helpful. Yeah. And to have it on the cover, because sometimes it'll be like in the description, but down pretty far. So to have it on
not obvious.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Tanya says, that's so cool, Caitlin.
Yeah. So.
Okay, well, let's dive into our first sprint. Half an hour is good for you?
Yep, sounds good.
So we'll read till 40. And I tried to find something kind of suspensey, I don't know. And it's also pouring rain today, so I thought this kind of fit. Sitting in a cozy little library, reading your mystery.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, happy reading, everyone. Okay, come on back, everyone. That is the end of that sprint. How did you all do? I made it to chapter 7, so I read 30 pages, and the chapter ended. She looked down and screamed, and it was like, what?
This. I am on chapter 5. Yeah.
It is not coming back to me yet, though.
No, there's a lot of, like, the basics are, but there's a lot of details that I had forgotten about. So that's interesting. It's almost like reading it for the first time in a way.
Right? Yeah. And Anne came in during that sprint. Hello, Anne. And Bethany got 23 pages of Pride and Prejudice.
Nice.
And Morgan got 19 pages read.
Awesome.
All things Dara. Is your name Dara? I'm not familiar. I'm reading Threshold of Darkness by Kristen Ballard. I made it to chapter 5. Good for you.
Awesome. And
Sierra cleaned for a little bit and then read about 6 pages. That's okay. You got some cleaning done.
Used to your time.
And Katrina is here. Hello. I listened to some of Anne's House of Dreams while cleaning the house.
Nice.
And Sandy got 2 chapters read.
Awesome.
And Julia made it through 2 chapters and then had a snack. What did you eat, Julia? And Anne read about a chapter and played a game of solitaire.
Nice.
And Annie made it to 6% and watched a video from 4 years ago about Jeanette's favorite suspense authors. I was thinking I should do a new one, but I don't know if it's really changed.
Yeah.
I don't know how many new ones suspense authors I've read.
Yeah, same.
And Tanya got 2 chapters read in Point of Danger.
Awesome.
And Pamela read 24 pages in Among the Innocent by Mary Alford. I really enjoyed that one.
Awesome.
And Julia had some watermelon. Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good summer treat.
Watermelon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, have you created a TBR for August?
I haven't. I'm probably going to do a bit of mood reading. I know I have one book that I'm going to try to read, which I think it's called Trail of Danger. I think it is. It's by Hope Wellborn. It's an indie author.
Okay.
She's one of, I don't know if you're familiar with Spark Flash Fiction or not, but she's on the team of that. And she has a love-inspired suspense book coming out in November, I think. So, yeah. Excited. I've read some of her flash fiction suspense and really like her writing style. It is very similar to Lynette's, so I'm excited to give one of her books a try.
Yeah.
It's been on my TBR since like April, I think, but
that's nothing.
Beyond that, I'm not really sure. I'll probably just take it as it goes.
Yep.
I have lots of possibilities, of course.
Yes. So Hannah did not read. She cleaned up some toys and wrangling babies. Yes, you have your hands full. So for those participating in the readathon, is there any prompts you want suggestions for? This is now the time to ask us. I did do some in one of my videos in July. I don't remember which video it was. Off the top of my head. Oh, it was my law enforcement officer video. That's what it was.
Yep.
And Lucy's here. Hello. And Lucy is stuck at work tonight.
Rats.
Yeah.
But it's good to see you, Lucy.
Yes. Okay, Sierra would like some help with the 250-page or less prompt.
All the ones that are coming to mind are really old ones that probably everybody's already read. Like all of Danny's novellas and Lynette's novellas, and I mean, I think the one that I just mentioned, Trail of Danger, I think it's called Trail of Danger. I'm pretty sure that's the title of it, but it's by Hope Wellborn. I'm pretty sure that is under 250 pages. She also has a novella as well that's definitely under 250 pages. So that could be an option. But like I said, I haven't read either of them, but I read flash fiction and really enjoyed it. So
yeah. My default for that is Love Inspired. Any of those books are under 250 pretty much. I mean, because even if you get a large print one, yes, it might be a little, but if you get the regular print, it's under 250.
Yeah. So it still counts. It still counts.
Right? The most recent one I read was The Starlit Spy by Rachel Scott McDaniel, which is historical with a bit of suspense, and I really enjoyed it. And as you like historical, Sierra, I think you might enjoy it too.
Yeah, that was a very good one. It was nice to read something that was World War II that didn't have the war at the forefront of it.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
There was very little war stuff. Yeah. Lucy's crying because she's at work. Lucy says hi to Sierra, and Sierra says hi to Lucy. And Sandy, I have all my books in a basket and ready to go for the readathon. Good for you.
Awesome.
Bethany said, my husband had to take a phone call and we're in the same room. I can't hear you, so I'll watch tomorrow. About to watch a movie. Have fun. Enjoy your movie, Bethany.
Good night.
Lucy says hi to Bethany. And Sierra said that one by Rachel Scott McDaniel sounds good. I think I'll check it out since you're right. I do love history. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm reading Trail of Mountain Secrets by Darlene L. Turner for that one. I think that's what it's called. It was really funny because I asked my friend if I could borrow it from her because I know she has it. And when we got together with them yesterday, she brought me, she's like, this is the book you wanted, right? And I'm looking at it, that's not the book I wanted. Oops. She's like, it had mountain in the name. Yes, it did have mountain in the name.
Yep.
It was just a different book by Darlene.
A lot of them with that in the title.
Yes. I've read so many this year with wilderness in the title.
Wow. Yep.
It's like, oh my gosh. Like,
yep.
And I'm not a wilderness person. It's like, what? Yeah. What other prompts are there? So for series, I really want to binge this series. I'm really hoping to. I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I'm really hoping. Because I have 8 books on my TBR. And so I'd like to get at least one more.
Yep.
But then a book that I had requested in July for my July TBR was not available at the library, and now it came in. So I'm like, well, now I should read it.
Yeah.
And it does not fit the suspense, but we'll see what happens. But my August reading should be better than my July reading, I hope. I don't have all the distractions I had in July. At least not planned distractions. Who knows what the month's going to hold, but yeah.
Something positive.
Right? I do know that my boss is away for 3 days this week, which means I will be alone in the office. So I have audiobook time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can do that while I'm cataloging the library and stuff. So yeah. And Anne, hope springs eternal at the beginning of the month. Yes. Exactly, Anne.
Very, very true.
So yesterday, Alma asked me a really hard question, and now I'm going to ask you that same question. Who is your favorite suspense author?
Oh, golly. The best I can do is narrow it down to 2. That's the best I can do.
Okay.
I can't do any better than that.
Yep.
Free and Lynette Eason tied for me.
Yep. No, I can see that.
So, yeah.
Yep. Yep. I told her it was like, because narrowing it down again, really, really difficult.
Oh yeah.
Right? Because my default answer is probably about 4 authors. I'm like, well, who have I read kind of the most recently and given the highest rating to, right? So is Lynn H. Blackburn.
Yep.
Kind of. Because, I mean, I've read a lot of Lynette Eason, and she would be one of my go-to answers, but I haven't read a lot recently because I've already read a lot of her books, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I like Lynn's books too. I'm behind on her books. I need to get caught up.
She is one that I am caught up on. Yeah. And Katrina says, feels good to turn over my page and no deck of TBR is done. No more adding to that. Now to shift to August challenges and slow down. Yes, you were really flying through in July. Like, I know I saw you mention how many points you got, Katrina, but wow, I was like, that's impressive. I don't remember what the number was, but I remember being impressed when I saw it. And Katrina, do you have a suspense book that deals with air travel? I immediately think of the 4th book in the Lynette Eason series.
Yeah, that's what I thought of too. Even though
Tonal Approach. I mean, it has a plane on the cover.
Yeah.
I guess that's why it automatically.
Yeah. Does it have to be the other one that came to mind? Like, does it have to be like a profession? Because it doesn't have to be a profession if there's just air travel in it. The Negotiator by D. Henderson comes to mind.
Yep. Or Evidence of Mercy by Terry Blackstock has a plane crash at the very beginning of it. Not really, they're not traveling. I mean, but it's pilots.
Life Flight by Lynette Eason.
Yep.
Helicopter, so that would work.
And Tanya said, I'm reading a 202-page book called Beyond the Setting Sun by Jesse Gussman. Found it in audiobook on YouTube channel in the channel Say by Jay. Okay. It's a Christian fiction romance book in a series. Awesome. Interesting. Beyond the Setting Sun. And Anne says, oh, I never added up my total points for Deca TBR-thon. Now I'm curious. Yeah. I just watched the closing sprints today when they were talking about it. So then I'm like, yeah, I didn't add up my points. So I went and did that. And I got less points this year than last year, which I kind of figured I would. And Katrina says, prompt is air travel. Well, if you don't mind reading the 4th book in a series. I mean, they're on the plane pretty much the majority of the book. Sierra says, place a hold on The Starlit Spy at the library, and it should come in next week. Thanks for the help. Nice. I'll be interested to know what you think. Yeah, I don't know. What else takes place on a plane? The other ones I think of are historical, like they're not suspense. Yep. Because they're flight nurses on the
Yeah.
I mean, Life Flight would be really, and that is a book 1 in a series.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's really the only one I can think of.
Right?
Really I feel like there are more, but they're not coming to mind.
Mm-hmm. And Lucy's asking Sierra, are you on Instagram? And Sierra says, no, I'm not, but I'm thinking about starting a Bookstagram next year. How do I reach out to you? Telegram. Yeah. And I know that's your favorite, Lucy. I know you don't like Instagram. And Tanya says, what's the one we heard in Lucy's Sprint one time? That was Life Flight. Lucy was listening to the audiobook of Life Flight while she was doing her diamond painting, and she forgot to mute herself.
Oh my goodness, that is so.
And it was so funny because it was like the end of the.
That's hilarious. I love.
Sierra says Ashton. Yeah. I will connect you guys.
Oh goodness.
Oh. Yes, Lucy. I will connect you. That's how Sierra and I buddy read earlier this year. Yeah. Okay, well, we're almost at the top of Lucy. Yeah. We really gave her a hard time because everybody was messaging her to say, hey, you're not muted. And she was so engrossed in her diamond painting. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing, I guess. I was curious how she liked it, so I guess that must mean she liked it.
Yeah. Okay, well, we're almost at the top of the hour. So we're going to go for 33 minutes.
Sounds
Go
good.
a little longer. And we'll go till half hour.
Sounds good.
Maybe. I don't have a banner. There we go. Okay, that's the end of that sprint. How did you do that time?
Pretty good. I am on chapter 9. Yeah, I'm in chapter 9.
Okay. I just finished chapter 10.
Awesome. And if I'm remembering correctly, I think we just met the killer in chapter 9.
I'm like, who did we just meet? Wow. I was thinking of somebody, but that is in chapter 10. Yes, I think you're right. Yes. Wow.
I know that feeling. I know.
Where were we? Here we were. Okay. And so we were talking about Lucy and her diamond dart. So she was focused on her diamond dart. And Lucy says, I feel so bullied right now. But we love you, Lucy. And Lucy had to go back to work.
Aww.
She loves us too. And we had a new person, Skeleton Key Books. Do you have a first name I can call you? So I just saw this and went and watched the announcement video. I'm in. Yay.
Glad to have you.
And they are reading The Drowning Game by Barb Nicholas. I am not familiar with that author at all.
But it sounds very suspenseful for sure.
And Anne got a couple chapters read. And Morgan got 18 pages read. And Sierra did 2.5 chapters. Good for you.
Awesome.
And Julie got 5 more chapters done.
Wow, that's amazing.
And Sanya got 3 chapters.
Nice.
And Katrina had no reading, but finished the dishes and did my animal round. So you had a productive sprint.
Definitely, yeah.
And Bert, spoiler alert. I'm Stina. Stina? Well, welcome to meet you. Welcome to meet you. That didn't come out right. Nice to meet you. Welcome. And All Things Dara got 20 pages read.
Nice. That's awesome.
And Annie made it to 17%. Nice. Okay, so what do we chat about this round?
I don't know.
And Tanya read some in Heart of Integrity. Forgot to keep up with how much I read. Oops, that's okay. I am not tracking pages. That is too much to do for me. And Jamie is here. Hello, ladies. Well, hello, Jamie. What are you doing tonight, Jamie? Oh, you just got home from church. That makes sense. Okay, so we talked about favorite author. We talked about under 250 pages. Okay, do you have a favorite suspense series?
Probably, if I could only pick one, it would probably be the Alaskan Courage series by Dini Petrie.
Yeah.
That'd probably be my go-to. It always sticks in my brain because like I remember the first time I read Submerged, and I remember the either prologue or I think it's prologue or first chapter, whatever. And then the second we meet Cole and we find out that he has this sister that is also diving that he's worried about, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I am in this thing forever. And I have been ever since, and it's been, golly, 13 years? No, 14 years must be since I read it. Almost 14 years.
Have you ever reread it?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. A few times. Yep.
Yeah.
The first two I have reread. The third, fourth, and fifth, I don't think I've ever actually reread, so I need to do that. But
Yeah. I used to like read the books as they came out, and then I'd reread book 1 when book 2 came out, and then I'd reread book 1 and 2 when book 3 came out. So like I've reread 1 and 2 of some series quite a few times, and only read 3 once. Yeah, I think my favorite series is definitely the Dive Team Investigations by Lynn H. Blackburn. And it's book 2, chapter 1, just that there's a scene in that just like hooked me. It's just like, yeah, I need to know.
Yeah, I think the third one is actually my favorite of that series. I love Aven and Nissa so much.
Yeah. I can see that.
Which is funny because I'm not normally a huge enemies to lovers person, but I just love that.
Well, there was a book recently that it was like I hated, or did not like, maybe not hated, but did not like one of the characters in the earlier books. And then by the time we got to their book, it was like, oh, I was hooked. Like my whole perception of them just changed.
Awesome.
And Cena is at 24%. It's an international intrigue. It's corporate espionage at this point, but I get the feeling it will go beyond that. Interesting. And Mary Beth got 2 chapters read.
Awesome.
And Jamie says, I just picked up the book Escape from the Everglades, but I need to finish editing my TBR video. And Stina said, I'm not much of a rereader. I picked up a few Audible Plus versions of books I read a long time ago. It'll be interesting to see how my reading tastes have or have not changed. Yeah. When I first got into audiobooks, because I wasn't sure about audiobooks because I'd never tried them. So I listened to the O'Malley series, was like the first ones I loved it just as much as I did the first time around. And all things Dara, favorite series, Jessica R. Patch, the FBI Strange Crimes Unit. I don't think I've ever read a Jessica R. Patch. I do own 2 on my shelves to read, but I don't think I've actually read anything from her yet.
I've only read the 3rd book in that series, and it's probably the only suspense book that I ever actually had to take breaks from because of how depressed it made me, honestly. So I haven't attempted another one of her books since then.
Yeah, I have The
Garden Girls. That's the one that I read.
Is that the one I have? Wait, no. Maybe I only own one of her books. I was thinking of a completely different book. It's a different author. I have Attempted Mountain Abduction. Hey, look, it's a mountain. It's a love-inspired suspense, but it's got snow on the cover. So I'm trying to
books. I don't know. Crazy.
No, it's the Garden Girls that I was looking at in a store yesterday. That's why it's on my head. Yeah, I don't own another one of her books. Yeah. And Katrina's asking, can true events be considered suspense, such as Sully, the pilot who had to do the emergency landing on the Hudson River? Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, he's in a very tense moment. I remember my husband watching the movie and starting it, and I'm like, I don't really care to watch this. I'm like, whatever. And then I came in like near the beginning and I was hooked. I could not stop watching.
I still been meaning to watch that forever, and I still need to do that.
Mary Beth says, romantic suspense is a genre I don't read much. Thanks for the recommendations. You're welcome.
Yeah.
And Tanya says, I have the new one by Jessica R. Patch on my TBR. Have you all read it? The Girl Upstairs is the title, I think. Have not read it.
I haven't either.
Jamie says, I think Dee Henderson's O'Malley series might be my overall favorite. Yeah, that is definitely an OG.
For sure.
I looked it up and Google said no because it was based on true events. True events can be suspenseful. Google doesn't know everything.
Google thing, especially these days that Google is AI. Google starts making stuff up. So I say it works. Jeanette says it works. It's our readathon, so I say it.
And if you feel it works, you use it. And Sierra says, I'm headed to bed now. Hope you all will have a happy reading the rest of the night. Well, good night, Sierra. Thank you for coming in.
Sweet dreams.
And Bert says, you need to liberate that imprisoned book. Bert, you might need to help me. That imprisoned book. What book was I telling you about? Oh my gosh, my mind is so gone. And Stina says, I don't have a favorite suspense series. For suspense, I tend to prefer standalones. Yeah, I don't know. Was it last year we had a standalone as one of the prompts? And that was one of the hardest ones to fulfill.
Yeah.
And Katrina says, that's why I asked you, ladies. Oh, Jamie says the girl upstairs is great but wild. And Jamie says, don't recommend reading at night. Yeah. There was a book I read this month, The Yellow Lantern. And I'm like, I was reading it at night and I'm like, do not read this at night. It's like, wow, I got to put this down. And Bert says, the one you left in the store. Oh, okay, yes. I got to liberate it from the store.
Oh, yeah.
Don't encourage me to buy books, Bert. Tanya says, Jamie, yikes, sounds a bit scary. Yeah. Bert is one of my friends from real life. So cool. That's how I, from real life, from in-person life.
I knew what you meant.
No, not that everybody online is fictional. Oh my. Wow. Okay, so series, we're talking about a reread. So is there a book that you own that you're like, I need to read this soon?
Oh, so many.
So many, right?
Yeah. I can't even. I can't even begin to think at this point because there are so many possibilities. I guess I'll go with Private Justice by Terry Blackstock because that has been on my TBR forever. It was on my TBR, I think, last year for the readathon, and I didn't get to it. So, yeah.
Is that?
It's the
Newport?
Yeah. Yeah. The first one in that series. I've never read that series.
Oh, really?
No. And I've owned it since like 2022 or something like that.
That's what I'm wondering, what my oldest suspense book is.
Oldest published or oldest that you've owned the longest?
Oldest purchased. Well, I have a novella collection that I purchased. Well, I probably most likely got it free because it's Kindle. Targeted for Danger. It's got like 8 novellas in it, I think. I got that in September of 2017. And I still have 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have 5 from that out of the 8 to read. But my oldest physical owned book is September 23. That's actually not that bad. And that is Alaska Twilight by Colleen Cowell. But I'm also not an elastic person.
Yeah. Yep.
And Julia, real life, right? We're all AI hallucinations.
Exactly. Yep. Totally.
And Anne says, Jeanette, have you read The Blue Cloak from the True Colors series? True Color. It's just True Colors. There's no crime, but it's all crime. No, I have not read it. It is on my shelf to read, but I have not read it yet. And Tanya says, don't you get to buy a book according to... Yes, I do.
Yay. Very
but I kind of have a plan in mind. I just have to get to the actual store where, not Walmart.
Yep.
There's a couple books at the Christian bookstore and that are on sale currently, but we have to go out of town and yeah. And then, you know, if I wait long enough, the new Lynette Eason book will be out. Maybe I'll choose a different book to buy.
What, 2 days? Yeah. A couple more days on that.
Comes out on Tuesday, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Jamie says the one I picked up to read tonight. Okay, your oldest. And Katrina says, I bought Black Autumn and Audrey almost a year ago. I need to read them. A year is not bad, Katrina. I'm impressed.
That's a short time.
And Rachel says, I bought Alaska Twilight recently just because the cover is so pretty.
It is. It is very pretty.
Yeah. I think I bought it because it was cheap. Honestly. Like, it's like, hey, look at this. It's really dangerous when I go to a used bookstore. Oh, I haven't read this one.
Don't like Alaska anyway, so if you don't like it, you don't feel bad because you didn't spend much money on it. So.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Just we don't have used bookstores around me anywhere, so like anytime we go somewhere, it's like, okay, I gotta stock up.
Totally get that.
And Julia says, I have one in my pile of possibilities that was published in 2003. Bought it at a library sale and had no clue what it was about. That's fine. I do that quite a bit. Especially if I know the author, it's like, oh, I'll try that. Yeah. I'm more hesitant to buy a book if I don't know the author or if I haven't heard about the book itself from somebody else. Yeah. But and Katrina says best used bookstore is over an hour away. I think our closest one is probably 3. Wow. Well, and then it's in like we have to cross into the States. So I don't know if it would actually be 3. Because that's an hour and a half, maybe 2.
That's still a lot.
Yeah. Julie, I went to a publishing house at that sale. I wanted to try new authors. Yeah. I think I also got, oh, maybe that was in a different pickup. I had very few suspense authors or books on my shelf that I hadn't read. And I'm like, oh, so I bought like all suspense on one trip. And at one point I couldn't fit another suspense book on my section. But now I have room again. It's time to go shopping. Well, it's 9:51 for me. like, do we go to the wait for the top of the hour, or do we just start a sprint now? Let's just start a sprint now, and we're going to go to 20 after. So it's going to be 29 minutes.
Sounds good.
Happy reading. Okay, that's the end of that sprint. Everyone come on back. How did you do?
I almost finished chapter 12 on the last page of chapter 12.
Okay. I just finished 15. And now I'm wondering, like, I think I know who it is. I don't trust somebody.
Yeah. I had forgotten, one thing that I had forgotten was I had forgotten Serena's Star Wars obsession with her animal. I don't know how I forgot that.
Do you know Star Wars? Like, are you kind of a...
I'm a little bit. I'm not like hardcore, but a little bit.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I really love Serena. Her book is my favorite of this series.
Okay. I feel like I've read another book with Serena as a ME.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what book that is.
Women of Justice, her Women of Justice series, the first series that she did with Ravel. Serena was a side character in that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then this was the next series to come out. And
yes, yeah.
Book. So yeah.
So maybe that's what I'm just remembering her from, is making an appearance. And
could be.
Okay. Because like the only like Serena character I can think of, I'm like, well, she was not an ME. Yeah. Completely different profession.
It's funny because there's also one of Lynette's love-inspired books that has a Sabrina in it. So she has a Serena and Sabrina in it.
Right?
A little complicated.
Well, that's kind of like when I was doing the author spotlight for Dee Henderson. She has so many characters named Luke.
Oh my God. Realize that.
I was like, oh my gosh, and none of them are the like same person.
Yep.
Yeah. Stina? Is that what it was?
So yeah.
Gosh, short-term memory. I'm at 30% in the drowning game, ready to start chapter 13.
Nice.
And Morgan got 15 pages read.
Awesome.
And Julia, less than 100 pages left. I think I'll be staying up to finish.
Awesome.
Nice. Kind of when you get so close to the end, I have to finish this. I don't know. Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I'm liking how like every chapter kind of leads into the next one. Like you just want to keep reading.
Yeah, for sure.
I love that. I just, the characters aren't coming back to me, but we met some, I'm like, I wonder.
Yeah. It just flashed on something that I remembered is going to happen that I forgot was going to happen when Serena told her she was going to China and asked her to take care of the animals. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember something.
See, it's funny because when the dog's name was mentioned, I didn't even connect Star Wars until like it was mentioned that her Star Wars obsession. I was like, oh, okay. And I probably would have connected like with the cat name, right? But eventually, right? But it's just,
It's funny.
And then she has fish as well.
You just can't say no to any animals, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. It's gonna be hard to put it down and read other books in between.
For sure.
I am a one book at a person time is my preference for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I
will do too, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Only because not every book is on audio.
Very true. I always feel like, I don't know why, but I always feel like if I have more than one going, I feel like it takes me so much longer. And I'm so much productive. Yeah.
Yeah. Because like I was reading too earlier in the week, when I look at how long it took me to finish, I was like, if I was just reading that one, I would have been finished it days earlier.
Exactly. Yep.
Yes, whereas Anne is one that usually has multiple books going. What's your average, Anne, to have it once? 2, 3, 4? The other day, Bethany, Between the Pages, I think is her channel name, had 7 books going.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I was like, that is way too many.
Yeah. That's great.
Anne says, I get bored of one book at a time. I can see that if you're not liking the book.
Yep, yeah, for sure.
So probably 2 or 3. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I just find when I'm reading multiple, and I always try to stay like different genres, different time periods and stuff, but I'm still like, this character is in the, no, wait, that was the other book.
Yep.
Like, hey, they went on a road trip. No, they did not. That was the other book. Yeah. Yeah. Have you read any books set in your state?
Yes. A few. Not very many, but a few. The most memorable one was a novella collection, historical novella collection that was one of the what series was it? The that collection that they did, it was, I can't remember. They had 2 series. They had contemporary ones that was it was the state and then the word wedding in all of them, and then the historical was the state and that, or a state, or like something to do with the state, and then the word brides was in the title. And this one was by Darlene Franklin, I believe is who it was by. And it's 3 historical novellas set in 3 different time periods in Vermont, which was very cool. The first one was revolutionary, the second one was 1816, and the third one was the Civil War. So it's very cool. I actually learned a couple of things. Well, yeah, I actually learned a couple of things from it that I didn't know about my own state, which was kind of cool.
That's cool, yeah. I can't think of any books I've read offhand that were set in Vermont. Not offhand, anyways.
Yeah, it's weird because it's like on the one hand it feels like there's a lot, but then there are not that many. A lot of Hallmark here,
right?
Not filmed here, but. But what about you? Have you read any set in your area?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've read quite a few.
That's really cool.
The one that kind of stands out, which makes sense, she is the Campground Mystery series by L.D. Stoth, but she's also a local author to me. So, I mean, that totally made sense.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
The other one, it really would be Darlene L. Turner. She had one in Niagara Falls, which is, I mean, it's a couple hours away.
Cool.
3 hours, maybe, if that. But again, she's also a local author to me.
Yeah.
But I mean, she's done a lot. Like, she has one in Yukon and Rice, Alberta and stuff. She's done a lot out of the state or out of the province. But yeah, those are the only ones I can think of offhand. I mean, I was reading one the other day. What was it? Oh, again, it was in the novella collection. So they were all local authors. And one of the novellas was set in St. Jacobs, which is not very far at all. Like probably maybe an hour, if that. Like,
that's so cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Tanya said, got some pages read, updated my reading journal. I'm reading 3 nonfiction and 4 fiction.
Wow. That's
Tanya. How can you keep them straight? And says, even if I like it, I can get restless and bored reading the same thing. I like variety.
That makes sense.
See, not me at all. And Sina says, I'm in Colorado, so there are plenty to choose from, and I read a lot of local authors.
Awesome.
And says, I like to have a fiction and a nonfiction going, or a heavier book and a light book so I can alternate. Now that I can see.
That's smart.
Yeah. Yeah. I need a fiction if I'm reading a nonfiction, for sure. And the heavier book, lighter book, that totally makes sense as well.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And it says there are a lot of books set in my state, Virginia. My favorite recently was This Promised Land by Kathy Golke, which is actually set in my county. Nice.
That's
yes,
awesome.
I've added that to my TBR because of you, Anne. And I think I even purchased it. I think. Yes. I'm like, my TBR shelf is normally alphabetized, but then once I start pulling something, they get mixed up and it's not currently. Yep. I'm like, I could find her other book.
Yep.
And Julia says, I live in North Carolina and I feel like there are so many books set here because of the beaches. I don't even know if it's really because of the beaches. Like, I've read a lot in the North Carolina mountain area.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or, yeah, Asheville's in North Carolina. Yeah, like around there.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's probably my most read two states is North and South Carolina. But I mean, it also, a lot of Lynette's books are set there. Yep. Makes sense. She lives there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I don't wonder what would be my most read this year. Well, my most read setting is England, which does not shock me at all. My most read state is Oregon, Tennessee, and Texas are all tied with 5 books each.
Interesting.
I want to say I read a lot of Texas for sure and a lot of Tennessee. Like that sticks out of my mind.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the Oregon books are. Oh, well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because I've only read one Hope Harbor this year. Like, Oh, Becky Wade.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And Tanya says, that's a good idea. And reading too many heavy books at one time is too much. Yeah. My nonfiction books I'm reading are 2 Galatians commentaries and Bible studies, one on my Kindle from a couple of pastors. Okay.
Nice.
And Anne says, I definitely read a lot of books set in England. Yes. I love the European setting ones. And yeah. I read a book set in Greece this year, and I think that was the first time I'd ever read one set in Greece, and I absolutely loved it.
That's awesome.
And Sina says, I have 3 Kindles, 2 obsolete, but still functional. A Nook account, Chirp, Audible, Libro, as well as Libby and Hoopla. So I usually have lots of different books going. Wow.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of availability for books.
Really?
Hello, Ashley. Same. I like to focus on one book, but sometimes we'll pick up an audiobook or an ebook in a different genre. Yes. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, it's funny. My most read, I've only read 3 books set in Canada this year. And 1 was in Ontario and 2 were in the Yukon. And none of them were a series, like in a series for sure.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like 1 was in a series, but none of them in the same series.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. My most read author this year so far is Lynette Easton. I mean, she's only winning by one book, but I mean, once I finish this book, she'll.
So how close are you to finishing her backlist now? Is that a dangerous question to ask?
It's a long list. If I did not include her love-inspired suspense books,
yeah,
I'm caught up without her new release.
Yep.
Including her love-inspired suspense books.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. Now, it's possible she's had one come out this year that I haven't written down. I don't know.
Yeah, good question. I think I did see there was one coming out, but I don't know that it's come out yet. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't tend to really see a lot of the love-inspired announcements ahead of time. Like, it's just, oh, wait, when did that come out?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Anne is asking, are there many contemporary books set in Canada? Well, the suspense ones I read that are set in Canada are contemporary. They're not historical, but they are suspense.
Yeah. I can't really think of many besides the Liz Johnson ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I mean, she has
any others?
At least 6 set in PEI.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Yeah, because there's 2 full series, right? And then aren't there a couple of novellas or something too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only read a couple of those, but really enjoyed the ones that I read years ago.
And Tanya says, are any of the Rachel Fordham books considered mysteries?
I can tell you, I still have yet to read one.
You haven't read any from her?
I haven't read any yet.
She's an author I have read to zero.
I know. I keep meaning to, and then I just don't. I don't know why.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. They're not like considered mysteries, but there's definitely some mystery in them. Like The Hope of Azure Springs. They're trying to figure out where a girl came from. Like there's definitely a mystery in that. Well, and I mean, I guess it would be stretching it a bit, but yours truly, Thomas, is the main girl. I want to say Penny, but I could be wrong. Works at the dead letter office and is trying to find the owner of, like, the original writer of a letter. And so she travels to try to find the writer. So that's a bit of a mystery. So, I mean, it depends how you want to stretch it. And Anne says, I read some historic fiction set in Canada, but I can't think of any contemporary. I don't read a lot of contemporary anyways. Yeah, I'm thinking, like, because Terry Todd writes a lot of historical, mainly World War II. And most of them are set kind of, I think, Manitoba. I've heard that The Ladies of the Lake by Kathy Golke is set partially in Canada because it's around the Halifax explosion in Nova Scotia, but I haven't read it, so I don't know for sure. But I know, like, based on the back cover, some of it's in the States. And that, again, is historical. Yeah. Honestly, like I don't have a ton of books setting Canada. The ones I think of immediately are PEI, like Liz Johnson and Ella Montgomery. And then Darlene L. Turner. Majority of her books are set in Canada, but not all of them. But yeah. Anne says, "Oh, I had that Kathy Gulkey one. I haven't read it yet, though." Me neither. That's one I just picked up in May. I want to try Liz Johnson, yeah, but she is contemporary. So I don't know if she'd really be your thing, Anne. But give it a try. I really like her Georgia Coast series because it's got a little bit of historical in it, and they're trying to figure out kind of the past. That's got a bit of a mystery in it. Yeah. Okay, so it's 40 after. How are you doing?
I think I need to jump off if that's okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. This has been so fun.
Well, thank you for coming.
Of course.
And we will try to schedule at least one more before the end of the month.
For sure.
We'll let you guys know.
Yep.
So we're going to say bye to Caitlin. I will do one more sprint and then I will sign off as well. We'll just get to this last comment. Anne says, "Yeah, I like the idea of the PI setting, and I've heard good things." Yes, definitely. I don't know. My favorite is the Red Door Inn, like the first one that introduces you. That's what it's called, the Red Door Inn. It introduces you to the inn and the setting, and I like the grandfather character in it. So yeah. Okay, so let's go till 5 after. Maybe. Yeah, last sprint. Let's read till 5 after. Then we'll come in and say good night to everyone. Happy reading. Okay, that is the end of our sprints for tonight. How did you do? I have made it to can't flip to the right page, chapter 20, page 122 in When the Smoke Clears, and I'm really enjoying it. But every chapter is ending on a little bit of a cliffhanger. Like this one was, what was he doing here? Somebody had just pulled up. So we will see. And during that sprint, Sammy popped in. Oh, I miss Caitlyn. Just wanted to say hi. We'll probably head off to bed. So then I said hi and bye to Sammy. So yeah, how was the sprint for everyone? Are you excited about the readathon starting? Because I definitely am. And Rachel said, just read the last page of my book. Yay! Perfect timing. And Stina says, I stopped for the night at 33%. And Morgan got another 12 pages read. I think I'm going to read for a little bit more, but then I will head to bed. But I have tomorrow off, so I can read for a bit. We'll see how far I get. And Anne read a couple chapters, and now it's time for bed. Good night, Anne. So, good night, everyone. I will be back on Tuesday night for sprints this week again at 8 o'clock Eastern. So, come join if you're free. And Julia said, very excited. I hope to get started on my books tomorrow. Sina says, I've lined up a few more reads for the readathon. Nancy drew for the short book. Good, that works well. Well, thank you everyone for coming. And as I said, I'll be back on Tuesday night if you want to sprint again, and we'll continue chatting through this readathon. Have a good night.